Good morning and welcome back, everyone. This is Little Cheddar from WIBHOF Weekend here in Oshkosh, Wisconsin at the Varsity Club. And we have got another feature match in the Gold Division. It is now single elimination, race to 9, and we are playing, of course, 9-ball, winner break. 9-ball counts in the upper 4. Bottom 2 do not count, and I am joined in the booth by Hall of Famer Mr. Kim Davenport yet again. Say hello to everybody. Say hello to Kim if you don't mind. Thanks for joining us in the chat. Packer game starting in 15 minutes, so I'm assuming you're probably only going to be watching this for about 15 minutes. So.
Yeah, you might be right about that. This is Packer Nation, isn't it?
It sure is, without a doubt.
We had an interesting lag. They had to measure for the lag, and I think the lag is one of the most important shots in pocket billiards, because if you can get some momentum going, win the lag, break and run a couple, hey, it makes it awful tough on your opponent.
Yeah, puts them back in their seat for a little while and makes them think about what's going on. And then they got all the pressure on them when they finally make it back to the table.
All right, well, our previous match, we watched balls flying in the hole, so I don't expect anything different here. I expect the players to make balls on the break. Just depends on where the cue ball winds up.
The great thing about today is the fact that everybody has smart TVs now. You can watch the Wisconsin Billiards Hall of Fame weekend finals and watch the Packer game at the same time.
There you go.
Whooping up on some Texans.
Well, in between the 5 and the 4, I would say, would be the shot speed control. He's shoot it kind of easy, but it's a natural angle. Just a little bit of English.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. As always, Fred the Salsa Man Renner tuning in first. Andy Coons of Wisconsin Pool Players Society. Thanks, Andy. And I did receive your $65 for Bobby. The shirt.
Well, it looks like he's going to bank. I never liked banking a ball when I could cut it. It's too risky. Just too risky, but he hit a good shot, so a little out of line, but I've been watching him warm up. He's pocketing balls very well, so I don't see no problem here.
Good morning, Tarek Hamden. Thanks for liking and sharing, everybody. I'm sure we're going to be getting a lot of people in the chat for this match and the rest of the day, so greatly appreciate it if you share it. Make sure you're already subscribing. Big shout out to the man on the left of your screen at the very bottom, Mr. John Kramer, for putting this all together in year number 7 of the Wisconsin Billiards Hall of Fame. And what an honor it is to be streaming the whole weekend. It's been a pleasure, and I love working with John and the rest of the WIBHOF team.
Yeah, it was a very nice banquet also. That was a nice dinner. Everybody seemed to be very in tune with what was going on in the Hall of Fame banquet, because there were some great speeches, too.
Mm-hmm. 4 inductees this year: Steve Hayes, Julie Fitzpatrick, brain just went blank.
Dave Coles
Dave
Jr.
Coles Jr. And who's the other one?
Oh, you're really trying to get me, aren't
Greg
you?
Andler.
There you go.
Greg with three G's.
Greg with 3 G's, right?
Congratulations to all 4 of them. Quite an honor.
Well, Tylor, he's thinking about this. He's made some good shots here to start this first rack, so I don't see any nerves, but I don't know if he's thinking about maybe drawing it, shooting the side, or just stopping it, shooting the corner.
Tylor just got done playing against Chad Elston, and I believe they went hill-hill. So I think Tylor he may have a slight advantage right now because he's fresh off a win, fresh off a match. Actually, John just won his match too, so I'm not sure who he played though.
Oh,
I thought he missed it too.
I did too. Well, the way he moved his body, so usually when you move your body like that, it's not the way you wanted to hit it. But
Fred, that's a good question. I'm actually going to step out and ask John. I don't want to interrupt the players right now, but I think it's still a race to 9. It might be 11.
I believe it's 11.
Okay.
I think after every match it went up 2.
I'll get that. I'll get the scoreboard changed as soon as I verify that. But I think you're right, Kim.
Yeah.
Thanks, Fred. Old school, I believe there are. So Mason it's single elimination. So Mason is still in it. I'd have to look at the chart. The best way to do it, honestly, go over to CompuSport app and take a look at all the brackets, because one of the things that's going on here is we've got 18-player junior event for the first time in Wisconsin Billiards Hall of Fame history, so it's pretty cool. All right, Tyler taking down rack 1, and I'm going to go out and verify that. All right, it is confirmed. So the last 4 players are Billy the Kid, Billy Lassie, and Mason are playing right now, as a matter of fact, and then this match. So they are both a race to 11.
Okay, might as well settle in then. It's going to be a little while. Race to 11 can last quite a long time. Well, he won the lag and he broke and ran out. And now he has some kind of shot. Whether he plays safety or not, I don't know. Looks like he has a fairly easy safe if he'd like to. I like just sitting in the 2 ball, sending the cue ball down behind the 3.
Yeah, I like that too.
Maybe just a soup sont of low left. I think is he doing what I said, or is he trying? Yeah, okay. I didn't. Yeah, he'll be all right. He left that underneath, though, so he can kick at it.
Boy, Kim, you talk about dedication to pool. Old school he's out bow hunting right now, watching WIBHOF weekend and the Packer game at the same time.
Well, let's hope we don't scare the deer off.
Right. Packers are all in white today. And there's a fight on the field before the game even starts. Look at this. Wow. Tempers are flaring before the kickoff. Jeez.
Be careful for the scratch here. He wants to hit it full. You don't want to thin it. Bad hit. No. We'll take a look at it. It didn't look good to me, but, you know, I'm blind as a bat anymore.
Oh,
No, it was
good hit.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, just judging where the 7 went. He's banking again.
Is he going for it? Yeah.
Oh, I guess not. Safe.
No, this isn't no good.
I'm guessing John's going to be ducking behind that 9 ball. He got it right in between him and left an open shot as well.
Yeah. Yeah, he would have had him really good there if he could have got behind that 8 ball on that shot. Taylor's just a little deliberate, isn't he?
Yep. He does not shoot until he's ready. Local player here at Varsity Club as well. Been working pretty hard on his game the last couple of weeks. Actually, Tylor got out of pool for quite some time and made a little bit of a resurgence in the last year or two.
Yeah. Yeah, if you quit for quite a long time, it's tough to get your feel and touch back.
What if you never had it?
Well, I'm not going to answer that.
Oy.
Yeah.
Kind of a little pokey jab there.
I believe he can see this ball. Well, maybe not. He might be going to the jump cue.
Yeah,
Or is he gonna
just to get over the edge of the
chip
3, I
tap
think.
Or, yeah, because if he could see the edge, he would shoot it in the corner. So he's just going to jump.
Yeah, and that looks like a 0 gravity jump cue by Jacoby. Shout out to Mike Gans, promoter of 0 gravity. I believe that's the Purple Heart shaft on it too. Nice jump cues. I prefer my Wheat State, but you know, that's just me.
Right. The Purple Heart, huh? They have a name for everything now.
That's just the wood. The wood in the shaft is made of Purple Heart. Very expensive wood. Solid as can be. Nice
Wow.
save. Jump safe.
Well, we might see another jump shot here. Here we go. Airborne already.
Thank you, Pete. Good morning, Keith Cross. Tuning in from way up north. And I mean way up north. He's up in the top of Wisconsin. Beauty. I don't think he's got much of a shot, though, Kim.
Yeah, but he's pretty happy, though. Getting over that ball and making it. He might not be able to see all of it, but he can see part of the ball for sure.
All right, hold the phone, everybody. John Klein is still alive. I Haven't seen John in forever in the chat. Good afternoon, John. Welcome back. It's not afternoon yet. Give it one more minute. And then it's afternoon, because everybody knows in Wisconsin that's when the Packers start. Right after church. Kim's just shaking his head in the booth.
Well, right after church. I mean, that makes sense.
Well, we go to pray for the Packers first, and then watch them win. I think we're going to see another jump.
I'm going to close my eyes on this one.
Kim Davenport is a huge proponent of the jump cue. Not.
No, I just think it takes away from the game. It takes away from the skill of playing safe and kicking and all that. It's just like, he's holding it and he's just going to come down on it and just jumps.
So because Earl talked about this many times as well, he hates the jump cue as well. Is a lot of the 70s, 80s, early 90s, they're not big fans, but
No.
you are okay with them jumping with a full cue, correct?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes. Because then really talent and skill comes in. With these little cues, you don't have to do nothing. Just
Nope.
hit down on it and it automatically springs out. So,
Yeah, the game has definitely changed.
yeah, like I said, all games change through the years, so just have to. I have one because when I play, I mean, it's
You need
legal. Yeah. So.
Otherwise, your opponent's going to be a leg up on you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's like let's use this as an example. One of the best games I ever played in my entire life, and got me to. I think I maxed out when I was still playing about 660, 665 Fargo. And it was because of Kim Davenport. And that was Target Pool. And that game has now evolved into what we call Stroke Zone. And along with Projection Pro Billiards and the Pro Billiards Tour, it's been a fun ride, and it's been a pleasure working with Kim Davenport and Don Mackey and Mike and Tom Flanagan down in Ohio, where they're eating cats and dogs from what I heard.
Yeah, right.
But the game has evolved. It is now a digital version of what Kim created, and it's going to take root here very quickly.
Yeah, I truly believe once the players start playing it and seeing how fun it's fun. It's and every shot counts. Playing Stroke Zone, you have to play pinpoint position to try to get into the zone and make the object ball. It's just the object ball, the cue ball in the zone. And what I like about it, it's like in football. When a quarterback throws a long pass, well, that ball's in the air 3 or 4 seconds or longer. In the same way with Stroke Zone, the cue ball's going around the table. Is it going to get into the zone? Isn't it? People are squinching and moving and jumping, and so it's. I really believe once the players start playing it, they're going to love it. And I can't wait to see some of the pros of today play this game. I'm going to be very excited for that. That's going to happen. Not too long from now.
Exactly what Kim is saying. So last night we played for about an hour and a half or 2 hours of Stroke Zone with John Fields, Jeff Potts, Duncan Kaufman, Randy Lamar, Matt Daber, and a lot of the players. It was fun because you could hear the gasp, where you're talking, Kim, of when the cue ball is headed towards the zone. You could almost hear people holding their breath, and they're cheering, and they want to see it get in there. And one of the things that Kim and I have been shooting commercials since Thursday morning for Stroke Zone, and Kim could definitely get a better description than what I can. But it's all offense. There's no break. There's no jump cues. There's no defense. There's no safeties. There's no nothing. Everybody gets the exact same shot.
Yeah, equal opportunity.
Yes.
So and that's what I really enjoy about it, because when you watch this match here, this playing, A guy will break, make two, and get straight in. The next guy will break, make two, and he's hooked.
Mm-hmm.
So, there's none of that in stroke zone. Everybody gets the same opportunity.
And Mike Flanagan is working on our digital hub, which is basically a locker room for all the players that want to play it. They get their digital wallet and their player profile and biography and everything else. So it's very modern day gaming.
Yes, it is. And, you get your stroke zone rating, your stroke zone performance. Every shot that you shoot will be in the system, and it'll never be lost. So you can go back if you're been playing for a year or 6 months. You can go back and look what you did on every shot, every round, every game, and that in itself will help you improve.
Yes. Really looking forward to the next couple of months once we get everything rolling. Good afternoon, Sean Gretzinger, and it was a pleasure seeing you yesterday.
Okay, I think you just need to spin it out of the corner 2 rails and miss the 8. Looks like he's going to try to draw it. That would work too. I would rather go 2 rails. I could control the cue ball just a little more. Don't have to worry about scratching. He's going to draw it between the 7 and the 8, it looks like. Oh, well, excuse me. He was playing safe.
Jeez.
Wow, he's a little fortunate.
Yeah,
there.
he's very fortunate that one ended up where it did.
I don't know why he didn't play that ball in the corner. I was amazed by that. Because he's a straight shooter. All right, I'm getting my fill of the jump cue.
Jim, you are very welcome for the stream and much appreciated. It's a treat having Kim in the booth with me.
This one isn't quite that easy. Oh, excuse me. I guess it was. I mean, he had. And now we're going to see it again. No, I think it's stuck.
Yeah,
no,
I think he's got an edge.
I think he does.
Yes, I agree, Sean. This tournament has run seamlessly again thanks to Doug Garn of CompuSport, and we've heard nothing but compliments about everything that's been going on at Varsity. And if you do get an opportunity, if you're in the mood to watch the Packer game down here at Varsity Club and check out the menu, lots of good stuff to eat. And you get to watch 18 of Wisconsin's local juniors. They just started their matches a little while ago, so it's fun to watch all these kids out there playing.
Yes, it is. It's the future.
You bet.
Well, I think Tyler's made his mind up on what he's going to do here. The way he's shooting this, it looks like he's
going to go after this 9.
Looks like he was,
And I think John's going to be going after this 9 right now, too.
I think make the 2 and then play the 3-9 billiard. Well, maybe not. Maybe there's no hole for the 2 to go in. Maybe that's why he's doing this.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Well, this is do or die. If you don't make it,
let's get in there nice and tight, shall we?
He's going to give the game away if you don't make it. Okay, there you go.
All right, 2-1. Uh-oh. Flag on Texans. Excellent. Good. You see, we can commentate on the pool match and the Packer game at the same time. But how about you can be Jim Nance, Kim?
Yeah, okay.
And then I'll be trying trying to think of who I could be. And if anybody says Joe Buck, I'm going to jump right through this stream and slap you. I'll be Joe Montana.
Didn't have the balls frozen. You see the 4-6 there. That usually when two balls are still touching in the rack, that means that one of the balls were off. So you really don't get a good solid burst out on the balls. Yeah. I don't know what he's going to do. I would shoot the 1 down behind the 7 and try to get the cue ball behind the 4, 6, and 2. Jump cue.
John's had his jump cue in his hand more than his playing cue.
You're killing me. My back's starting to hurt. I know every time we used to play, or when I still play, I don't play that much anymore, but every time a player brings out one of those things, I just want to like shut my eyes and hold my breath.
You never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, okay, watch. What's going to happen here? Okay. Well, I'm sure
2 is in a precarious position now.
Yeah. I was just trying to get behind the 5, unless he wants to go for offense, but might be kind of hard drawing some shape here. Just draw it underneath there and hit the round, snooking behind the 5. Let the 1 bleed into the 2 or the 9 or the 8.
All right, Shelly Drake, you're going to get banned from the stream real quick if you keep talking about the Minnesota Vikings like that. She's a Vikings fan, and she's posting in my chat about the Vikings. I think we should block her permanently.
Well, that's up to you, but I mean, you know, everybody has to be a fan, right? I mean, you know.
Just not of the Vikings or the Bears.
So only they're in your division, I take it.
Yes, they are.
Okay.
We're not privy to being friends with Vikings fans.
Is he going to try to cut in, or is he going to play the 5?
He might be playing the carom here. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a good shot.
Yeah. Now he has to shoot the 2 down in the corner since he's straight in.
All right, so everybody in the chat probably knows this story, but I'm going to tell it to Kim. So if you look in the chat over there, Kim, it says Bill Hocus Pocus Larson.
You know,
all right.
I don't have glasses strong enough to read that little bit.
So it's one of the funniest moments in Outer Points Productions history. We were talking about what players are typically working on their game when they're practicing, all right? Whether it be shape or pocketing balls or you name it, anything and everything. So Bill gets into the chat, and he says he's been really focusing and working on his stance, all right, his pre-shot stance and everything.
Correct.
Bill's in a wheelchair.
Bill's being funny.
Bill is one of Outer Points Productions' best comedians. So, yeah, that was... It was a day not to be forgotten anytime too soon. I think we're going to jump again. How about it, Kim?
No, I think you can see it.
Yeah, Jim, I wouldn't switch now. I mean, what's more important, Poole or the Packers? Yeah, don't even answer that. I'm going to get blasted in the chat if I say that. Good hit. And might get behind the 8. Nope, not quite.
Is there any score in that football game yet?
3-0, Texas. But Packers are on offense for the first time coming up right. Oh, he kicked it out of bounds. That is a flag. Oh, good start for the green and gold.
Where does that go to now?
I think
35?
the 35, right?
35. I'm not sure. They've changed so many rules in football.
This is going to get too close.
Yeah, especially if the 6 has it blocked. I just can't really tell. I think it does. He's just going to thin it. Put the cue ball behind the 9 and the 8 or try to. Well, it looks like he's ready to throw it in the side.
No, I think you were right the first time. I think he's going to try to get behind that 9.
Oh, that's too
Too
right,
good.
Jump this one. I want to see
You
that. That's what I want to see. Where's the jump cue? Come on, John.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I've seen guys do it, though.
Oh, Larry Neville he showed me a couple of times where he would put a dollar bill standing up in between the two balls, and he'd jump over it. Yeah, I mean, just almost froze. Incredible. That cue ball would go straight up.
How about it? Oh, he hit it awful good, too.
It looked like it either caught something on the edge of the pocket or some glue or something. I don't know. It looked like it was going in.
Just caught the point. It's pretty sharp.
I'm offering John Kramer a tissue from the booth. He's got some tears in his eyes, I think. That's
Well, if it's froze, he might not be able to make it if it's froze, but no, it was okay. All right.
well. I'm very curious to know what the score is between Billy the Kid and Mason over here.
Yeah.
Somebody look that up for me, please, on CompuSport.
He didn't come over far enough.
Let's see if that 8... Does that 8 go past the 9, or is that froze?
I think it does. But he's had a problem here trying to get on the 7. If he tries to go 3 rails and 9/8 in play, and if he tries to draw it back, the side's in play. Go ahead, stroke it. There you go. Got to hit it now. Okay, that's fine. I think the 8 goes. I could be wrong, but I just can't tell anymore. I used to be able to tell from 20 yards away.
Mm-hmm.
Now I can't tell from 2 yards away.
It's like my golf game. You know, Kim, I've been around golf my entire life.
Right.
You know, caddying for 10 years at Whistling Straits was one of the highlights. You know, and a lot of times you get into a business or a love or a passion that you have because you feel like you can play a lot as well, right?
Right. Oh, yeah.
That, you know, when I was caddying, I figured I'd be able to play a lot, and I didn't. Now, you know, I decided to create my own stream and, you know, play some pool. Now I don't get to play pool anymore either.
So it's kind of reversing on you.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah.
Not a big fan.
Yeah, I remember when I first started playing golf, we was going to tournaments in the early 80s, and come on, let's go play. We can get on this nice country club, blah, blah, blah. Nah.
Sure.
So they talked me into it, and I was snookered and hooked big time on golf. We used to take our golf clubs to the tournament, carry them on the plane. Oh, it was like
Heaven.
put us. We want to play a night match now. Come on, Scott. Scott Smith used to be the tournament director. He's done past, but good players got a little attention. We could,
Mm-hmm.
So that was always good. We played golf at day and pool at night. As long as we was on the winner's side. When we caught the loser's side, there was no more golf.
So, my former partner we streamed the junior nationals for Monica Webb
Uh-huh.
down at Sticks Billiards in Villarica, Georgia.
Yes.
And we took our clubs down there because we were going to be there for the entire week and played golf every single morning, and then went and played the tournament, or streamed the tournament and everything. And there were some days where we still had enough light left in the day because we wanted to get the kids out of there relatively early before the crowd came in.
Right.
And got 9 holes in the afternoon too. So that was.
Where'd you play it? Did you play the Frog?
I did play the Frog.
Yeah, Frog.
Yes.
I've played there many a times.
They've had a lot of state championships there.
Yeah, it was going to be the home of the Atlanta Braves. They were going to build an airport out by there and hotels, and all that collapsed.
Okay.
So that kind of went away, but it's still a nice track.
That was my favorite course out there.
Yeah.
I've got so many pictures of out in the middle of the pines, the Georgia pines.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just gorgeous golf course.
There's quite a lot of nice golf courses around the greater Atlanta metro area.
All right, so Pete Beshta says it's 8-3 Mason. I think it's probably 8-4 right now because Billy is breaking. Mike Gaines says Little Cheddar Bob. I'm not sure what that means, Mike, but kind of a funny angle here, Kim.
I don't know why you just didn't come back out off that rail and hit the side rail and then be straight in the corner.
Sure.
Hard to figure out.
Yeah, and the upper right would have been a little bit easier, I think.
I don't know if the 4 goes by the 6, but it looks like it does on the stream there. So he just a little out of position here. I don't think he wanted to get there.
It must.
Yes, he's fine.
Oh, he's giving it a good look, though.
Yeah, but I can see it here. He can make it. He just doesn't want to wind up straight in on the 5. He needs to get it a little angle.
Ooh, he caught a piece of that
He
6.
sure did, and he shot it hard too, and it went in. That's pretty surprising when you shoot it that hard and hit another ball and it still goes in.
Well, he is in good position to get from the 5 to the 6.
Yeah, just don't worry about the 9 ball. Yeah, he worried a little bit about it. That's why he came up short, but he should be okay.
So, Kim, one of the questions I was going to ask, and I completely forgot about it. How many Moscone Cups have you played in?
3.
3? Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
97, 98, and 99. We won all 3 years. That's about the most pressure-packed event you can play in. I call it an exhibition. Really, that's what it is. It's a team format exhibition. But there's so much pressure because you're playing for your teammates and you're playing for your country.
Sure.
So, yeah, I remember the first year I went there, I thought, man, I'm going to just fight great. We're going to rob these guys. And we were down after going into the 4th day, and we wind up rallying and come back and winning. And my record was 1-4.
Oh, boy.
I had beat Steve Davis my last match. And then the following 2 years, I went 4-1 and 3-1. So I made a little comeback, but it was nerve-wracking the first year. They're under a lot of pressure, those guys, and especially now. It's gotten a little bigger and more.
Yeah, and there's
notoriety.
there's so much hype behind it,
Yeah.
and the build up to the Moscone Cup is pretty incredible.
And what I try to tell they don't listen much. The young players nowadays, they know everything, but. I try to emphasize, don't let the anticipation be greater than the conquest, because the Moscone Cup, you start hyping 2 months before it even started, and they get that in their head, and then when it's time to play, it's like
You're froze.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now with Skylar Woodward is Skylar's captain, I believe, this year.
I think
so.
Yeah.
And they're talking about the picks and everything else. Who's going to be the captain's pick now? And there's 6 months before Moscone Cup even gets here. They're talking about who's going to be on the team, qualifying tournaments, and I've never been to one yet.
I haven't been to one since 2000, and I was captain in 2007, and they wind up beating us. That was the last Moscone Cup. I'm going this year, as a matter of fact, though.
That's down in Florida this year, right?
Yeah, they're having the Billiard Congress of America Hall of Fame dinner, and I like going to that. That's always a fun time. You never know what to expect there. Get to hear and see some of the guys you've never seen in
Sure.
Decades sometimes. All right, I don't know what he's doing, but hey boy, I guess he was trying to get some safe. Well, distance is pretty good too.
So Tarek, you talking about Kim there? I'm assuming. He says, who do you got winning this?
This match?
Yeah, he calls you the Big Smooth.
The Big Smooth?
I think so.
Well,
or is he talking about somebody else in the chat? I'm not sure.
I would have to think Tylor. I mean, 4-1 lead. It's still early. I mean, anything can happen in 9-ball, especially winter break on a bar table. But John just seems to be a little bit out of sorts right now.
Good morning, Sean Hanna. He says, good morning, Little Cheddar and Kim. Oh, actually, he said Kim and then Dale.
Oh,
he said
did.
you
He
first.
put me first?
Oh, what the hell is going on here?
You know what I mean. I am a little older than you, so he's respecting his elders. How about that? All right, 2 rails. 1, 2. Yep.
Jump kick.
Yeah, I would say so. Let me count the ways. He didn't even think about it. He just looked at it and he's going right to the bag. right to the Purple Heart.
Oh, okay. The Big Smooth is Mike Gaines' name.
Oh, okay.
I think it should be Kim Davenport's name. All right, Mason has a 9 ball over here on the other table, and I think that's for the match.
They're
Oh,
going to
no,
11.
they're going to 11.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think it's
Look
success.
at this. Look at this shot. Oh, boy, if he shot that trying to get behind them balls, that was nice. That was very nice.
So it might be 9-4 over there, maybe?
I couldn't tell you, to be honest with you. They told us to score earlier, but I wasn't watching.
Sean Hanna,
honest
are
with you.
you seriously going to ask that question right now? Sean Hanna asks, what are Kim's thoughts on jump cues? I don't know if you wanted to ask that question, Sean.
Give me an F. Oh. All right, just stand it. Look at this. Oh, he had a shot. He got loose there. Okay.
Give me an F.
Remember that old
Oh, yes.
Country Joe and Fish or Country Joe and McDonald, the old Vietnam War song? Well, now, I've seen a lot of strange things happen, but I can't imagine him playing the 3 into the 9. But if Mason was shooting, he might do that.
Yeah, very good point. Actually, Mason is shooting over there right now, and Sean Gretzinger just confirmed it is 9-4 Mason, and he is breaking. He's got 5 balls left on the table, and everything is very wide open.
Yeah.
So Mason might be on the hill shortly.
There you go.
Oh, Banks, the 3-9 combo.
Yeah, it was just barely off the rail, so the pocket was pretty big there.
For
He
a
hit that just a little bad and still make it, so that was a good shot.
5-1 lead. Yeah, that was nicely done.
All right. So Mason's getting ready to go on the hill if he makes these 3 balls. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Well, he is the man to beat, if you ask me. He might been the man to beat when the tournament started. I'm not sure, but he's letting that stroke out now.
I think you were the man to beat.
Yeah. Take me back 30 years.
Actually, it would have been between you and either John Fields or Dave Colds Jr.
There you go. I know one thing. If I won a couple of U.S. bar table championships, and those tournaments were almost harder, if not harder, to win than some of the other championships that I've won on big tables.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because it's just anybody can, they can just run out and run out and run out, and you might not ever get to shoot. All right.
Tylor coming up dry.
Well, John needs to get something rolling.
Yeah,
here
he's
because,
got to get a couple of games here.
Yeah. That's the whole key. If you start out a little slow and you get behind, it's so hard to catch up. You start pressing and shooting shots you wouldn't shoot normally, and it's just not easy.
Good afternoon, Jeff Sopa and Pedro Arellano. Thanks for joining us.
See, he moved the 5. He shouldn't. He moved it in the wrong position there.
All right, Kim, look this way. There we go. Selfie for
You're
everybody.
not gonna post that, are you?
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
My stream.
Your stream. Your deal.
I think I'll just send it to Don.
Okay, if John touches this 4 ball, that means he's going to move it out of position, and it won't go in the corner. It comes off the rail too hard. If I was going to do that, I would shoot the 2 and make it and bounce the 4 over maybe by the spot. Don't want to be playing no 3-ball combinations.
No, definitely not.
I don't think he can catch it full in the face to knock it to the rail. That would be perfect. And then the 5's right there for position. There you go. Good shot there. I like that. At least he can get, if he can get right back where he's at now, he'll be fine.
You are very welcome, Jeff Sopa. It's our pleasure being here for WIBHOF weekend. It is really a treat this weekend. This year has been fantastic. Year number 7 for John Kramer, and it's truly a pleasure having Kim Davenport in the booth. It's been fun.
You keep saying WIBHOF. I keep thinking it's something to eat. I must be
It's
hungry.
like a waffle or something.
Yeah,
or
I mean, it's like, okay, what is it?
that's what everybody in Wisconsin calls it. WIBHOF, Wisconsin Billiards Hall of Fame.
Yes, sir. There was no I in there, though.
There is in Wisconsin.
I know, but there's not in WIBHOF.
Not in the acronym, no. Yeah, you're right.
I don't know about this. He's really going to have to spin it out of there. He spun it out of there, all right. No.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. It's just not easy. And I watched John play. John's a good player. I watched him play the other night, and he was, once you get loose, you can go ahead and, but he hasn't been able to get loose yet.
Yeah, not much momentum on his side.
Yeah, the same way with John Fields.
Yes.
When he played his match earlier, I played him last night, and he played almost a perfect match, and then he was like,
very jittery this morning.
Yeah, and like he said, look at this shot. What was
Oh,
he
my
doing?
gosh. Right in between them.
Oh, that's too
Oh,
good.
he's
Right there.
still got
That's
safe.
too good. Is he going to be able to jump this ball with the cue ball on the rail?
Yes. Yes, he will.
It's just not fair. Well, Mason was running out to win the match and didn't get out. He had a little position error, so
Score is 10-5 in favor of Mason right now.
well, if I'm able and willing, I tell you what, I'm going to come back up here next year. I might practice up before I come.
That would be fabulous.
Look at that. He
Oh,
almost
and it was
made that.
it was going too.
It really was.
It was going.
And this is no picnic either for John. He's glad to get back to the table, but he has to really get some good position on this 5.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh. Flag. Personal foul against Texans. Excellent.
Is it still 3?
Excellent. Yeah, still 3-0. Yeah, and that should be a flag. Look at this. He drives his head right into the turf.
Nice
That
shot.
is...
Nice shot, John. It's okay. Looks like he might. Well, maybe he can't draw it out of there. He can go in between the 8 and the 9 if he wants to. Well, it's pretty tricky shot. Is he going to try to play safe? What is he going to do? He's not going to play that.
Carom combo. That would be horrendous.
I'm just thinking he might be able to draw it to the rail and draw it back out, but maybe not on this angle.
Well, Mr. Davenport, we have a very special guest in the chat right now. She just joined us.
She did.
It's a young lady
Yes.
by the name of Baby Cheddar.
Baby Cheddar.
Yeah,
Okay.
my daughter.
Your daughter. All right. Well, hello. How are you?
Baby Cheddar, say hello to BCA Hall of Famer, Mr. Kim Davenport. Hey, you know what? Here, you get to take a look at him. Coming all the way up from Atlanta, Georgia,
Yes, sir.
to spend some time up here at Wisconsin Billiards Hall of Fame weekend. Do a little stroke zone, shooting some commercials.
Yeah, Yeah, he tried to do that shot.
This might. Oh, I thought it might get behind that 6, but it did not. So, Kim, you don't know the story. Well, actually, you might. I may have told you already. So, I've my whole even after being in the Army, I just never had the idea of getting a tattoo. It wasn't my thing. Oh, touchdown, Green Bay, 7-3.
They're having a good old time now.
Fantastic. Lambeau is loud right now. So, Baby Cheddar decided to get in my chat one night in the Knockout Challenge and tell everybody if my dad gets 1,000 subscribers on his new YouTube channel, he's going to get a tattoo. I said, no, he's not. He's not getting a tattoo because she had just gotten one. So here we are.
Oh, yeah.
So because of Baby Cheddar, and I think everybody's already seen this by now, but because of Baby Cheddar, we'll put it on just for a second. There it is. My dog Aurora. Our dog Aurora.
Yeah. Your beloved animal.
Everybody in the chat knows who Baby Cheddar is. Most everybody.
Well, that's a cute story.
Kraft cheese for the score. Vincent Didio says Baby Cheddar is a legend. Yeah, she sure is. Kyle Vertel says really enjoying the stream and the commentary. Thanks, Kyle. I'll guarantee you it's more fun for me. Tylor is jumping out to a 5-game spread, 6-1.
So I have a question for you,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm sure you can answer it for me. Lambeau Field. Is there a first name that goes with Lambeau?
Nope. Well, it's after Curly Lambeau.
Okay.
One of the Packers.
So Curly Lambeau.
From back then. Yeah.
Okay.
But
So
it's just
it was named after one of the Packers.
Yes,
correct?
sir.
Okay.
All right. You're giving Baby Cheddar a big head. She's a good kid. Without any pizza. Right, Fred? All right, dry break and nothing to shoot at for John Kramer.
He has a little smile on it, but that, he had a chance to win that game, so he knows it was his fault. A lot of times when you can't get any rolls, it just keeps coming. Keeps on coming.
Yes, it does. John's going to push out to probably a straight-in position and very long.
Well, I know one thing. I sure would shoot that. No
Me
matter what.
too.
Yeah, I'm not giving that back.
No way.
Well, again, maybe he had a chance to win the match twice and didn't get out again. So it's getting a little tight over there. Not real tight, but
All right, extra point is good. 7-3, Green Bay.
did you ever find out what that fight was about before the game?
No. Oh, hit it. I guess it was a good push out.
Well, I guess. I don't know if I would have rolled it. I don't know why.
Yeah, I think I would have hit that one pretty
Yeah.
firm. Maybe we could go to our chat and ask that question if anybody knows what that fight was about. They might know. It's just, it's the NFL. There's a lot of
Spoiled.
yes, 100%. A lot of arrogance in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it looks like Mason has an opportunity to put Billy the Kid on ice.
Yeah, he needs to, because he's had two opportunities the last two games to win the match, and he's failed. So this is his third one. I tell you what, I always just hope for one shot to win the match. If I ever got one shot to win the match, I was satisfied. If I didn't get out, I didn't get out.
John did not hit that 2-ball very well at all.
No.
Way too thick. So I know everybody can't see it, but you know what? Actually, here. I'm gonna take everybody away from this match just for a second, if I can get over there fast enough. I believe so. Hang on a second.
Real nice shot he hit there.
Let's watch the finish of this. This should be it.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Mason just made a really good shot on the 6-ball to get to the 7, and this is the game. This is the match. So Mason is moving on to the finals. And I believe, not 100% Kim, but I think the finals is going to be a race to 12 or 13.
I think so. I think they moved it up in increments of 2 after the first round, yes. I'm almost positive. It shouldn't be no problem here. Just come back one rail. A little bit of middle right English or a little high right.
So Sean Hanna said that the fight before the game was because of what's Diggs' first name? Sean. Might be Sean Diggs. I'm just kidding. Some bad blood apparently between him and the Packers.
See, I don't particularly like. I always like being above the ball, and I think for you folks out there at home, just remember that because he can only go one way now. He's going towards the 8 ball, but if he's above it, you can go both ways when you're above the ball. When you're below the ball, you can only go one way. So keep that in mind out there, folks. When you're
that's a good point.
Out. Yeah,
that's a really good point.
I mean, he shouldn't have no problem. Don't get me wrong, but I would still rather be up on top of it. Okay. I prefer to go ahead and stroke this one and spin it out 2 rails.
Yep, a little low right.
Yeah, a little low right and spin it out. That way I don't have to ever worry about getting on the rail.
Or scratching.
And it's always better when you let your stroke out a little bit, too.
Yeah, one railing out.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine, but...
All right, for an even bigger commanding lead. 7-1. I'm a little surprised at this, Kim.
Well,
I thought this was going to be a closer match. And John really hasn't. He has not played well.
We've watched, 3 matches now, and they've all been kind of blowouts, really, to be honest with you. Now, this match is still in progress, don't get me wrong. You can always make a comeback, but being down 7-1 going to 11 is a little rough. And the Packers just fumbled do believe. Oh, it was a kickoff. Was it a kickoff?
Yeah, and
Oh.
it hit one of the Packers in the shin.
Oh, you can bet one thing. That coach is going to get reamed. Number 26. That's just fundamentals there. You can't have that happen.
I thought you said you had bad eyesight. You got that
Well,
number.
look, the TV screen's like 8 miles long and wide. I can see that. Basic fundamentals football. They practice that all the time. That's just never supposed to happen. But it does more often than you think.
Yeah, they're running down the field. They don't even know where the ball is. And he tried to avoid it.
We got a break going on here?
Yeah, it seems that way. All right, folks. I'm going to run a couple of commercials real quick, and we'll be back.
Dumper Dan's charter fishing fleet in the Port of Sheboygan is Wisconsin's proven charter fishing leader, running the most trips and catching the most fish. Enjoy great fishing for trout and salmon aboard one of our 6 fully equipped modern charter boats with experienced and professional crews. See why Dumper Dan's is the most popular name in the industry. We offer fishing and lodging packages featuring the best in riverfront condos and hotel accommodations. Half or 3/4 day trips available, so call to make your reservations today or log on to dumperdan.com. Dumper Dan's charter fishing fleet, Wisconsin's proven charter fishing leader.
Digital Pool is the ultimate app for billiards enthusiasts, tournament directors, and league operators. Digital Pool enables world-class billiards events by using innovative technology to enhance and streamline the experience at every angle. Experience features like live scoring, text notifications, table assignments, real-time match updates, automatic reporting the Fargo rating, player stats and profiles, live streaming overlays, online player registration, and digital payment tracking. Enjoy all this and more by signing up for your free account at digitalpool.com.
All right, sorry about that. We got rambled or rassled into taking some photos with the juniors out there. That was fun.
Yes, it was. Yeah, I was standing in the back row. I didn't know if I was going to get blocked out or not, but they were juniors.
How tall are you? 6'3"?
No,
6'2"?
You're being funny. 6 foot even.
All right, Tylor out to 7-1 lead.
Yeah, commanding, actually.
Maybe a combo on the 1-8, but we'll see how Tylor decides to play it.
Yeah, I guess he could play that combo if it's straight in, but I didn't mind ever shooting combos, but the one might go by. Actually, he's looking like it might go by, John.
Boy, oh boy, that looks...
Or I mean, Dell. And I called you John.
that's all right.
Oh, I was looking at John sitting in the chair.
Trust me, I've been called a lot worse on this stream.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I think he can make this.
I think the bearings are shot on my fan here.
I hear a little something. I don't think you can hear it in the stream, though.
I guarantee our chat will let us know. You hear a little clicking?
He tried to make it.
Well, this is a golden opportunity for John Kramer to at least do a little something here to get himself back into this match.
Well, if he could run up this game, which he should, and if he could break and run a couple, he's right back into this match. I mean,
For
right
sure.
back into it.
Yeah, they can hear the clicking in the chat, so we're going to have to
Turn it off.
suffer.
All right, out of position. He has no choice. He has to try to make the 7 ball. I just can't. I just wouldn't even try to play safe. Being down 7-1, he has to make something happen.
Drilled it.
That's just as good. There you go. Yeah. Okay. Well, he let his stroke out. Smacked this one in.
Dang it. Now we're down 10-7. Oh, John.
See what he did, how he hit that bank shot? That's what he should have done. He should have
With that
went 2
shot.
rails with the cue ball in the 6. But he tried to roll it. It's easy setting up here in the booth, though. I know that.
Yeah, I've never missed a shot up here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you said it earlier too, Kim. John is just not on his game.
No.
And I mean, you can't blame it on bad rolls or anything else because he's had plenty of opportunities at the table.
Yeah, and sometimes you get in a match to where it's not really you or your opponent that actually wins it. It's you or your opponent that actually gives the match away.
Good point. I've talked about it on the stream several times. Kim, I'm sure you've heard it a million times in your career, how a lot of players towards the end of the match, they start complaining about bad rolls and this happened and that happened, but they forget about what happened in rack number 2 when they, chopped a 4 ball.
Exactly.
Oop, touchdown, Green Bay.
That quick?
Yeah, baby. March right down Lambeau. But they forget about the shots that they missed, but they complain about the shots that, they got quote unquote bad roll. You know.
Yeah. Well, there's luck in all games, so it's going to happen.
Especially in 9-ball.
Uh-oh. They're going to be looking at this one.
Yeah, whereas football. Oh, here's a good camera view.
Right here.
Touchdown.
And, yes, sir.
The review is good.
I don't know. I just don't understand sometimes the way players shoot shots. I don't know why he wouldn't just roll that to the side. And
Yeah.
just, you know, because the nine's leaning way over towards that side.
Yeah, even a little bit of inside English and come up the rail a little bit would have been so much easier shooting this in the other pocket than where he is now.
Yeah, even if you shoot a shot like he shoots that shot 100 times, right, and makes it, but the odds are if you shoot the wrong shot, it's going to catch up with you, and usually it catches up with you in a situation where the pressure's on.
Mm-hmm. Hit it good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that should have been another tick for John.
I can't say that I've ever seen this before. I know I have, but two guys just lagged, and one of them lagged it in the pocket.
I've never seen that.
I know I've seen it before. I mean,
Wow.
after all the years of me playing, but
That's a pretty bad leg.
he's still laughing at it.
I think you should have to give up one game for doing that.
All right, 8-1. Well, balls are going to go in naturally.
And there's the Kim Davenport commentator curse.
Uh-huh. And John comes to the table with nothing. That seems to be the MO in this match.
Yeah, the way this is dressing up, I believe it's going to be Tylor Westhuis and Mason Cook in the finals.
Yes, I would have to lay some odds on that.
I don't know if John can win 10 before Tylor wins 3.
Well, he can, but he has to, he has to start playing a little better. And still, the odds are that no.
And Tylor's playing well too, so. Jump cue.
Are you sure?
I think we have the one pocket finals are going on right now as well. And it looks like it is Craig Powers against Albert Jack, both from Milwaukee area. Do you play one pocket at all?
No, not really. I mean, I can play it, but I'm not considered a top player in one pocket, only because when I grew up, we never really played one pocket where I was at. We didn't play straight pull on the West Coast. It was like all 9-ball. And plus, it was a little too slow for me. I was a little more hyped up and go, slap them in, shoot them around, you know.
I can't even watch one pocket.
Yeah,
it hurts my head.
Yeah, it's a great gambling game. A lot of people love it, especially as they get older. But I never got into it. If something stuck out, I'd always want to shoot it. Next thing I know, the guy's running out on me because I shot a shot that was almost impossible.
Yes, sir.
All right, this is a little tricky.
Yeah, what do you do here? Play the 2 into the 5 and try to get behind the 6?
Well, or play the 2 in between the 5 and the 9 and try to hook him behind the 9. A lot of times, even if your opponent can see the ball, if you can't make it, at least you can breathe.
Sure, make him kick at it.
So it looks like he's trying to send the cue ball back down table. No, okay. I didn't like that.
He was playing the carom, and I didn't like that shot at all.
Yeah.
Again, another opportunity for John Kramer.
Go ahead and hit it hard enough. Now stroke it. Need to get down further. I mean, he's okay, but at least if he was down further about another foot, he could just come out one rail.
Yeah, I wouldn't have to worry about bringing the 8 into play here.
I don't
It
think
should
the
be-
8's into
should be
play,
okay.
but he just, yeah. His touch and feels off. Have a drink after the match if you lose, John. It'll be all right. All right. Just get behind the 9, over by the 5. Leave the 4 behind the 6. Well, he chose that way.
Yeah, and that's not a good choice.
Yeah, well, you're automatic. If you go the other way, he's not going to have a shot, even if you don't hook him. But this way, if you don't snooker him, he's going to have a shot. So, bad choice. Well, this shot, it's not an easy shot, not a difficult shot, but position might be a little tougher. I just cut this to the side and come back in between the 6 and the 9, bounce back off the rail, shoot a little firm. Well, I guess I might have done that too if I had those results.
Yes, we have, Matt Cooley. We've all been there. Rough day on the tables.
Good shot.
Yeah,
Back
especially.
off the rail.
Yeah, I was just gonna say getting off the rail was key.
I most definitely don't like rolling this ball. I like making the 6 and sending the cue ball down and try to freeze it on the in rail. That way you can stroke it a little too.
What a hit by. I'm not sure who that is. Green Bay just drilled him. Oh, it's 3rd and 12. Come on, defense.
Well, he didn't like
Oh. Uh-oh.
it. See why? For the life of me, players just shoot the wrong shots invariably. It's just, it was impossible to get snookered if he shoots the 6 and goes to the in rail.
Yeah, I tried to get too good a shape there.
Yeah, but I mean,
And unnecessary.
it's easier to make the ball when you're using low English and stroke it than it is to roll it. Yeah. I guess he figured, man, I got a jump cue. It'll be all right. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable.
You know, this is where I completely agree with what Kim said earlier. If jump cues are going to continue to be allowed in pool, I'm not against that, but if you hook yourself, you should not be allowed to use a jump cue. If your opponent plays a safe or hooks you, or inadvertently, if they're not even playing a safe, they miss a shot, I think, all right, let them show your skills with a jump cue. But if you hook yourself, you kick at it. You did it to yourself, so you shouldn't be allowed to use it. That's just my opinion.
I guess that's an option. I never really given a lot of thought about it, but yeah. All right. This should be a hanger after the last one.
I don't know why he's so upset. I'd take that.
Yeah. You don't have to have perfect shape. Play 9-ball. I've had a lot of people tell me through the years, I want you to play. They don't know a lot about pool. Said, what's so hard? I said, you were straight in every shot. It's like, what's so hard about that?
Right.
Ooh.
That came pretty close. 9-1. 2 away from a seat in the finals against Mason Cook. And Tylor is walking away from the table shortly.
Wow.
So
leaving John to sit there in the electric chair.
Sit and
my.
stew for a little.
Oh my! They must not get along.
Either that or he had a lot of coffee this morning. All right. My fan's working again. I like it.
I don't hear it, and I can feel it. Oh.
Well, folks, thank you, as always, for tuning in. If you are not a member of the Wisconsin Billiards Hall of Fame, here's how you do it. Check out the screen there. For 1 year and $10, you can become a member, and you get voting rights. You can attend the banquet, the induction ceremony, and you can play in this incredible weekend. So if you're not a member, get on over and do that. And for $40 to be a member for 5 years is the most inexpensive membership I think there is out there in this day and age. So, and it supports an incredible cause, and it's the preservation of the history of pool in Wisconsin. Every state, in my opinion, needs one of these, as well as the Billiards Congress of America, which Kim was inducted into 2018, correct?
That's correct, yes.
All right. Tylor made it back to the table. Apparently that was a very short little... I'm not sure what he did over there, but he's back. So it looks like Jordan Love has surpassed Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers, and I missed the first name on that list, with the most passing touchdowns in Packer history for the first 22 starts.
Oh, I was going to say.
And as soon as I say that, Jordan Love throws an interception. Soon as I just got it out of my mouth, he throws up a pick. Ah, dear Lord.
He has a long way to go to fill those two guys' shoes, I'll tell you that.
You ain't kidding.
All right. 9-1. He came up dry last time on the break. I'm betting he makes the ball this time.
Oh, yeah, thanks, Mike. But yeah, it was Bart Starr. Clayton, and Kim, I guarantee you, Kim is with you on that. He says that jumping should not be allowed in pool at all. And whether you agree or disagree with that, it's not going anywhere. Yeah, it's going to fall on deaf ears because the cue manufacturers themselves are making so much money on jump cues, and it's an argument that you're just never going to win, unfortunately. This seems like a relatively easy out, Kim.
Well, yeah, the only problem is here he doesn't want to get I would come straight back maybe the other side instead of messing with the 7.
Play the short side on the 4
Yeah.
ball and play it all the way down in the bottom left.
Yeah, I don't like playing short side a lot, but if he gets elevated over the 7 or gets behind the 7, a lot of bad things could happen.
Yeah, takes all the danger away.
But I think he's going to go ahead and try to pull it back. Yeah, if you control your speed, you're all right. See, the 7 got him.
Yep.
Yeah, the 7
And the
got him.
side.
Yeah.
Worry about the side pocket.
Yeah, 2 things to worry about, and he just probably wasn't ready. I never really pulled the trigger without having some kind of plan, on what I was going to do. But there are a few people that, said that I never really knew what I was doing. So,
Is that true?
that is true.
Well, watching your game, I'm not sure I could concur with that.
Is he going to cut this in? Looks like he is.
Boy, oh boy.
Okay.
In the tightest pocket on the stream table. Besides.
Just cut the paint off it and you'll be all right. If he hits it too full, he'll scratch.
Yeah.
Look at this roll. Both pockets are blocked, I think. John's like, okay, good shot, he said, under his breath. Good shot.
Well, and you can't come to the table like that because this is not that hard of a safe for John. He can put the cue ball right behind the 7 and just float that 4 down there.
Yeah, that's what I would try to do.
I mean, he could ride the 9 if he really wanted to too, but you got to play smart at this point. And if you come to the table with a negative attitude, you're already losing.
I think he's on offense here. That's what it looks like to me. Oh, wow.
Jeepers Christmas.
Watch it.
That would have been incredible if the 4 comes down and kicks that.
I've seen it all. It would have been okay.
I think I would have cried if I was John. All right. John is off of 1. Been there for 8 games. Well, we've only seen John break 1 rack, so we're going to find out if he can, you break and run 3 or 4 and, put together a 3-pack or a 4-pack or maybe even more. Tyler's going to start feeling the pressure.
Well, he had no pressure on him there and really failed to run out to get on the hill, so.
Here's a potential start.
Yeah, I just think he has to just not even think about safe. Just he needs to run out.
Yep, loosen up that arm. And the brain.
Well,
Can't hit it that hard in that side pocket.
no.
I mean, I understand he had a lot of inside English to get down to the 2 and still came up short of that, but beside the point. Those outer points are pretty rough.
Outer points. Productions.
You know, Kim, one of my most satisfying moments is during the Hanoi Open 2 weeks ago. Kopini and Johan Chua are playing in the finals, and Jeremy Jones and Carl Boyes are commentating. And Jeremy Jones 4 times throughout that entire match used the term, "Oh, that one hit the outer points." Yeah, I was pretty happy.
Outer points.
I think I should get royalties off of that. Tylor seeing if that 3 passes the 4, and you could just about drive a truck through there. So
He needs to get on the top side of the 3. He's done that. Good. Okay.
yeah, and he doesn't want to get straight in on this 4 ball unless he plans on playing it in the side.
Oh, I would play it in the side.
Yeah,
you know, and
me too.
Yeah, I would just get a little angle here, just draw it over just a little. That's too hard. Yeah, no, he's okay. If he'd have just come about 6 inches short,
6
he
inches
could've
less.
shot it in and bounced out. Shot
Yep.
the 5 in the corner.
3 stop shots after that.
I think he can still bounce out. No, he's going to draw it out. He's going to draw it out, which is okay too. All right.
Looks pretty good.
Yeah. You can do a lot of things when the object ball is close to the pocket. You can do a lot of things with a cue ball.
(14-13) Green Bay. 1 minute and 15 seconds left in the first half. Well, I'm going to go out on a limb and say Tylor's just about to get to the hill.
Yes, indeed. 10-2.
And John just gave him that one, so no need to watch him shoot it. Tylor breaking for a seat in the finals.
There it is.
Ooh, maybe not.
A little unlucky, but I'm sure that cue ball will wind up behind that 6 or down there close to the 6 in between the 8.
Dang it. Touchdown
Maybe not.
Texans.
Again, how do they score so fast?
I don't know.
The light has me blocked.
And they're going for 2.
The Einsteins had figured it out, huh?
Mm-hmm.
For 2. Well, yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, because then they'd be up a full touchdown instead of 6 points.
I don't know. Some of them old coaches, you couldn't have put a gun to their head and make them go for 2. They could be up by 6. you know.
Right?
The game's changed.
All right. What has Tylor got up his sleeve here?
I thought he was going to try to just play that little safe down there.
He did not get there.
Yeah. He needed to almost play the 2 rails out.
What do you do from the 4 to the 5?
Well, you can play the 5 in the other corner down there, or play the combination.
Or play the combo, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, either way, I think he has to go for it. He can't. I mean, I don't see no future in playing safe right now at this point in time.
Uh-oh. Pass interference against Green Bay. Which, during the 2-point conversion. So, they'll try it again.
Except real close this time. Though.
Yes.
They'll move it right up on the goal line, won't it?
What? Where was that interference? Are you kidding me? What a horrible call.
Well, the referees have a lot to do with the outcome of the football game.
Oh,
I'll tell you that
100%. 100%.
much. All right. What's he going to do here?
Looks like he's drawing it back.
Yeah. Perfect, too.
Wow,
That's
did he
perfect.
hit
What
it
a good shot.
clean. Nice little angle to bounce out between the 8 and the 9.
He just
Ooh,
has-
they stopped him.
that can be big.
Now it's only a 5-point lead instead of 7.
Just don't hit the 9 here, and you'll be fine.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, it's just one of those days. I feel sorry for, well, not John, but everybody that's had matches like this. You
Yeah.
know, we watched John Fields do the same thing earlier in the match, because I know I've been there and done that more times than I would like to count.
You know, Kim, as a commentator and streamer, then when I'm doing the knockout challenge, a lot of these guys I've known for, at 64 player field in some of these knockout challenges.
Right.
And when they come to the stream table, you want both of them to win because they're friends of yours,
Yeah.
and it's hard to watch a guy lose and play bad or get bad rolls or whatever.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just it's hard to watch sometimes.
Yes, it is.
You feel bad for him, but like you said, we've, as pool players, we have all been there. And some days everything goes your way.
Just don't snooker yourself, and you'll be all right. Yeah. It's not the easiest shots to make.
Yeah, you got to avoid
shape
both
on here.
side pockets. Pull it back too fast, and it'll scratch right where he's standing.
I would just go back and forth, but I don't know if he can hold it. Shooting it that easy and shoot the 9 where he's standing. I don't know. He might just stick the cue right there and play safe. I wouldn't, but he might.
Not with a 10-2
No, I wouldn't
lead,
think
I
so.
wouldn't. Put John out of his misery.
Yeah, it looks like he's trying to come back out. Yeah, I would just go straight back and straight forward. That's what I would do. Yeah, just like that.
Oh, he's going to run into it.
Well,
And does not have an easy shot.
sometimes that last game is hard to get. I wouldn't bet he would make it, but I think he's odds-on favorite to make this ball. I mean, he's made some great shots during this match. Notice how he's cueing with his
Yeah,
bridges
I don't
up.
like that.
I
That's
don't like that at all.
very
Never liked it.
unstable.
Yeah, there you go. Get it down on the table. Yeah.
Oh,
No.
my goodness.
Oh my. Oh my land. Did that ball roll out? on him?
Wow, it almost looked like it did.
It almost did, didn't
Here, look at the replay right there, Kim, because you can see
I
it right down the
yeah.
line.
I
Look.
thought it rolled out on him. Yeah, it turned a little
boy.
bit on him. Yeah.
All right, we're going to play on.
Oh, boy.
Where's our table mechanic?
John's happy, and then in a sense, I know I've been there and done that. I was like, okay, I just wish he would have made it. You know, let me out of this match. You know what I mean?
Let me be done.
Yeah, I mean. Look, he's got some intensity to him now. Where was that intensity earlier?
Yeah, look at this.
Did you see him? How he was? Okay, I won a game. I'm ready. Excuse me. He made 4 balls. Just cut the one down. The
4
corner
balls,
and
and he's. It's almost like he's angry at the fact that he doesn't have a better shot. Man, I'd be thrilled right now. I have a shot.
just cut it down in the corner. That's
Yeah,
all.
you're not hooked behind anything. You don't have to push out.
Just don't shoot it real easy, or you won't have a shot on the 4. You'll wind up behind the 8. Go ahead and stroke it.
Beautiful.
Oh, he shot it real easy. Wow. I don't know if I could have done that. When you do that, if you miss, it's there for you. No, don't think about that.
Oh boy.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, he is. Yeah, there you
Yeah. He can almost run in the fold into the 9 and push it right over by the pocket.
go. Yeah, or I don't even know if he has to hit the 9, does he? I mean, can he
Yeah.
just stroke it on top of the 9 and come back over? But yeah, he's probably going to run into it.
Dave's hearing it. There is a possibility. Tara Camden says Kramer 8-pack coming.
Better catch it topside. He didn't. God Almighty. Yeah.
Too much draw.
Well, he didn't catch it on the right side.
No doubt. Well, do you go for it?
Well, yeah. You can't. I mean, you just have to, don't you? I mean, I don't see how I can do anything else.
That's going to be about all she wrote, I believe.
Yeah, that's it. Katie barred the door. And in frustration, he gives him the 9.
All right, folks. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. As always, Kim and I are going to exit the booth, go out and stretch our legs a little bit, maybe enjoy a little bit of the weather out there, and get set up for the finals.
Okay.
So we will see you back in just a little while.
It was
Thanks,
a pleasure.
everybody.
It was a pleasure.